Alright, the difference between injury tracking and injury surveillance. Injury tracking is more specific to an individual, whereas injury surveillance groups individuals based on certain criteria. Injury tracking focuses on like SOAP notes, treatments, daily notes, etc. Injury surveillance uses like the SOAP notes and the treatments to like find trends within those and allows for data to be analyzed as a whole. The benefits of injury surveillance is it provides information about what injuries are most common in what sport, and it also provides information about if more injuries are occurring during practice or during competition. And that information is important because it allows for modifications to be made in order to decrease the number of injuries that are occurring. For example, say if like a football team is having a bunch of like quad strains during practice, the athletic trainer can see the trend and try to figure out like what's causing the quad strains. For example, like say the athletes are not having a proper warm-up before practice, you could talk to the coach and like show them the trends that are occurring and have him implement a functional warm-up. And even more specific, you can have them find out like exactly what drills they are doing that are causing the injury and have the coach either modify the drill or like completely get rid of the drill. Another benefit of injury surveillance would be it allows for patient input, which allows the AT to determine if the treatment being administered is effective, and if it isn't being effective, they need to find a new way to treat the patient, which takes us back to the previous assignment of narrowing the gap between our worth and our value. A barrier of injury surveillance is education on how to use the program. If ATs are not aware of, like for example, I didn't even know what injury surveillance was until this, so if you're going to try to just convince an AT to get the program, it's important to educate them on what it is, how it can help them, and also to explain to them how to use it. If an AT doesn't know how to use it, they're going to stick to like what they've been doing for their entire career as an athletic trainer, which would be SOAP notes and sportswear, similar software similar to that. And another barrier would be the cost of the program. So if sportswear is cheaper than injury surveillance, obviously as an athletic trainer or a school, whoever pays for it is going to want to pay for the cheaper one if it's still working. But the important thing is to like explain to them what injury surveillance provides that like a sportswear injury tracking doesn't, which is huge when trying to determine which one to buy and which one not to buy.